Namaste, everybody, and welcome to the fifth episode of the Aquila View. I'm your host, Narayan, and as by the introduction, you might have guessed whom we have with us today. Yes, it's Team Blaze from our very own nation, India. The team comprises of Jasmine, Amira, and Tamara, who comes from the British School, New Delhi. If you look at the history of the team, Blaze has been first runner ups at the North India Regional Finals, which then leads them to finish as second at the National Championship after Pentafluid. Along with it, they have also won the Best Research and Development Award at this year's National Championship and are now competing as World Finals team representing India in this amazing and prestigious competition, Formula One in schools. The National Competition Desk, Time of Sport, who basically organizes the competition here in India, also recognized their presence meaningful and awarded them with a very special award of Women in Motorsport. Also, Team Blaze, what is the reason behind we are all recording these podcasts? I tell you, because it's just the fact that this F1 in schools community is so supportive and is so collaborative that we are actually able to align with our main vision of connecting all the teams across the globe. Coming forward, over the next course of 25 to 30 minutes, we'll be talking to all these young women over different aspects of Formula One in schools and their busyness and buzziness journey till here. Since the team has been a lot engaged doing a lot of amazing work that they have been able to put up here in the competition. So before wasting any further time, let's get straight right into it. Firstly, welcome everybody to the Aquila View family. I hope you all have been doing extremely well, healthy, because seeing the situations right now of the COVID 19 pandemic, I again like to thank Formula One in schools and Time of Sports who are putting their best to keep all of us engaged, making this competition happening virtually with best experience. Before moving forward, I'd like you all to please break the ice for all of us and give us a short and brief introduction about yourselves and what your team role is in Team Blaze.
Hi, thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be here today. We are Team Blaze, the first and the youngest all girls team to ever represent India at the world stage. I'm Amira, and I'm the sponsorship and the finance manager.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, and I'm the team manager and manufacturing engineer.
And hi, I'm Tamara. I'm the digital media and marketing manager of Team Blaze.
All right. So that's a very nice, quick, and crisp introduction. Before actually moving on, I'd like to know what's the exact situation of COVID back there in Delhi. Is the oxygen crisis resolved, or is it still a challenge? Because what we've been hearing in news is that the Delhi is not getting enough oxygen what they actually require per day. So, could you give us a light on that?
So I think it's definitely a challenge because actually we were supposed to send our world finals card this Monday to UK, but the paint company is closed, so we weren't able to get the car painted from our vendor. So obviously the situation's really bad, and we can't go out due to lack of oxygen. And Jasmine, do you want to take over?
Adding on, it is a really bad situation in Delhi right now. There is lack of oxygen. There's not enough oxygen and not enough hospital beds. But yes, the hospitals and government are trying to make it better. But as of now, we're completely under lockdown, and there's not much we can do on the manufacturing side.
So what do you think, Jasmine? According to you, because you definitely have been to a physical competition as well, right? And now competing virtually is something different. What do you think, and what's your opinion on a physical versus a virtual competition that's happening?
Right. So the physical competition, we've had great memories, and it's obviously a lot of fun. So in the physical competition, you work hard the entire season, and you get to experience physically, the F1 in schools experience of a competition and racing each other, looking at each other's pit boots physically, and racing and collaborating and talking to each other. I think that we had one experience, which was the North India Regional Finals, and it was an absolutely amazing 2 days. and we had so much fun. For the virtual side of it, yes, it is a little sad since we're missing out building of the PID displays and actually meeting each other physically to conduct meetings because the situation is bad. However, I think it's our job to make sure we have fun in what we're doing. So we do enjoy working with each other, and it's been a blast. But we do miss the physical competitions as well.
So what's easy, I guess? Is competing virtually easier than competing actually?
I think it really, really depends on what your team's strength is. So I believe in India, we did not race for the nationals this year, and so I think it was easier because of the circumstances. We were under lockdown, so there was no way we could have manufactured it in the first place. So I think the physical competition is slightly more fun, to be honest. But yeah, I think virtual has its challenges as well, since we have to make so many videos and renders and pressure challenge and so many more things. So personally, I think that both of them are equally challenging, but we definitely prefer the physical competition.
Again, a question that is related to the things that we've been talking now. Since world final is something that is, I guess, happening virtually due to the pandemic. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So what exactly you guys are doing right now? Are you guys manufacturing cars, or I mean, manufacturing it and sending it to the other country? I mean, what is it like?
So basically, yeah, they do because it's the world finals. They obviously want us to get a great experience and to be able to race our F1 in school's car. So what we were required to do in that area was we were supposed to manufacture our cars in our respective countries and then ship them to UK, and then they would race them. So there would be no reaction racing, but uh, they would race the cars. And yeah, so they basically want us to race for Indian teams and Team Blaze as of now. Due to lockdown, we did have delay in sending our cars, and we couldn't get the paint in time. So yes, we're still working on sending our cars, but hopefully they should be shipped soon.
I mean, I want to have an insight on what the world preparations look like, because you guys have been a world finalist now. So, what does a day in your life look like?
I think every single day depends really because it depends on how close you are and how much work needs to be completed. Like this week, we need to get everything done because the competition deadline is like a week, 2 weeks away. So we're just trying to get everything done, and we're just trying to get everything out as soon as possible.
Also for us, it's been a lot of very late nights because we've been trying to work as much as we possibly can at the moment with like being at home and the deadline's coming up so soon. So we're trying to get everything in before the deadline.
Yeah, exactly. And what I saw on your Instagram was some PJ nights that you guys are having, and I mean, definitely, as Amira said, that you guys are very much close, I guess. So, I mean, you guys definitely are having a lot of fun while competing in the world finals, right? Coming to my next question, that is that how did you all started your journey towards this competition, and how was Team Blaze actually formed, and how it came into existence, how you all met each other?
So obviously we originally met through school, but all of us really did have a love for STEM subjects. And the second we saw F1 in schools, we were really excited, and we thought maybe we could try this out because there's nothing to lose anyway. And now it's almost 2 years later, and we're still in the competition. So it's definitely been a hell of a ride.
Exactly, and this question is something that is very personal. How does it feel to be a world finalist team, right? Because you're representing a nation, right? So how is that feeling?
I think that we're very proud to be representing our country, and we worked really hard throughout the nationals to be able to represent our country at the World Finals. For the World Finals, we have tried our best to prepare and to make our country proud. And yeah, we're really proud to be able to hold such a title.
Yeah, and to add on, like it's also kind of funny because when like the team's demotivated, like, we have some incidents where people are like, no, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore, like they don't want to work for a while because they're just sick and tired of staring at a screen all day. So then like we just go, we're actually representing India, like that's a big deal, we have to work.
Coming next is that there's always a thing that why, right? Why are you doing this competition, right? Why F1 in schools? Is it really contributing to you personally, in terms of gaining skills or acquiring some new things?
Yeah, so definitely it is helping us. So we're doing F1 in schools because, first of all, we learned so much from it, both in the technical side and soft skills. So we all of us learn personal life skills. And Tamara, if you would like to add on.
So I would say that we probably wouldn't have seen ourselves here maybe 2 years ago, but this is definitely something that we're really passionate about. And ever since we started, it's been really, really fun, and we've learned so much together. And yeah, it's definitely been really, really good.
Exactly. Amira, would you like to add something?
So like at the start, I mean, obviously we've had our ups and downs because our team, it's changed drastically since actually the first time, and we're the only three original members left right now. And obviously there were a lot of challenges with people leaving, people coming back, and virtual competitions and everything. But I think that it's just basically you learn so many life skills, because when we go and you get a job or you go to a job interview, you need to know like basic subject skills that I think we've already learned early on in this competition.
Definitely, I guess. And I guess I forgot to ask you guys earlier. So, what is your age? I mean, which grade are you in, and what's your age like?
Right. So we're all in grade 7 currently, and we're 12 to 13 years old. 12 to 13.
Oh my God. That's too young, I guess. And definitely, I guess, back here in Central India, and especially if I talk about my particular city, kids definitely in seventh grade are not. Definitely not doing formal schools or some competition like this, which taught them life skills, as Amira told, right? And they're busy playing outside rather. That's so amazing to hear. And my next question is to Jasmine. So, Jasmine, what do you think is a role of a team manager? And because you are being you being one, you might have faced a lot of challenges and lots of ups and downs. And after that, what is, according to you, is a true leadership skill?
So I think, first of all, being the role of a team manager is aligning the team's vision as one whole. So every single member would have a different reason of why they're doing F1 in schools. So I think the first step is that the team manager needs to understand why each individual member is doing the competition and how you can align their individual goals to the team's goal and how all of that works in sync. Additionally, making plans, deadline structures, and looking at time management and working with other members and having proper collaboration structures is very important as a part of the role. Um, yeah, I think being a good team manager, a good leader, is listening to every single person in the team's opinion and then making decisions. At the end, the decision is the last call is the team managers, but having to take account every single member's opinion is very, very important. So I think that makes a good leader.
My next question is directed to the sponsorship manager. So you guys have Maserati as one of your sponsors. What was the strategy you guys made to approach the company, and was it through some mutual connections, or was it just cold emailing random companies and multiple companies rather, and hearing back from them? And what exactly Maserati is supporting you guys with?
Right. So when we first started, we had Pedal Maserati, which was the Indian Maserati brand, and now we have the overall, like the Italian brand, which is like the worldwide Maserati. Um, we just were trying to follow a strategy. So I think that everybody who's listening to this podcast who's trying to approach sponsors, I think you just need to have a strategy and really go with that strategy instead of saying, oh, it's not working, we're just going to give up. Because if you approach like the company with the strategy and you're clear about it and you run through it and it's going to work, then I don't really think there's anything stopping them from saying no, because who wouldn't like extra marketing and supporting a team who's probably going to.
Definitely. So, Amira, I mean, there was no mutual connection, so you didn't know whom to approach, right? In the Italian brand, like, I mean, the main headquarters, right?
Yeah, so after we got Pedal Maserati, it was the contact, like we just approached them and they gave us the contacts to the worldwide.
Okay. And what exactly Maserati is helping you guys with?
So they're helping us with D&E support, like running through our cars, making sure they look like, the drag coefficient's less and they're aerodynamic, and also cash sponsorship.
So, Tamara, September 26, 2019, the day you guys started posting on social media, 546 posts till date on Instagram. Firstly, how are you feeling?
A lot of work has definitely been put into this from the beginning till the end, and spent multiple days posting a lot of things. So definitely quite good. Yeah.
Exactly. So, coming forward, is what exact strategy do you guys follow to keep up with your social media, and how you align with your post with your team identity, and what's your posting schedule looks like?
Right. So, as you probably already know, we have three main colors: yellow, red, and black. So, when we were posting during World Finals, we were trying to put those main colors into our post layouts, and we had post layouts for consistency. So, we have two main post layouts right now, and we have like a checkered post feed for an aesthetic view to make it look better. And currently, we're posting more about our identity, like girls in STEM, F1 in schools updates, and trying to also spread the word about like Corona and stuff like that.
That's amazing to hear, because I mean, you guys definitely have planned a great social media strategy, and aligning that with team identity is definitely a task. And also managing to post almost daily and maybe multiple times in a day is definitely a very great task that you guys have done and achieved. Uh, Also, this is also, I mean, while scrolling through those 546 posts, what I saw was Mrs. Suresh Rana, Miss Hema Malini ji, and many other bureaucrats coming and extending supports to you guys. Was it a plan of your marketing strategy, or is it also a plan of giving sponsors as a return on investment? And how did you guys make that happen?
So, the endorsements were definitely part of our marketing strategy because we wanted to be able to get a larger audience with a lot more people so we could put ourselves out there. So, we got endorsements from famous Indian celebrities because we're in India. And that was sort of how we broadened our audience and got so many followers.
Okay, that's amazing. So, I mean, how did you guys approach all of these big celebrities? What was the plan?
So the plan was to sort of start small with these smaller celebrities, and then from there we build up and continue to go to bigger people. So we also had the British High Commissioner of India twice, actually. So we had the last year's one and this year's one. So they both helped us very much to put ourselves out there, and we were noticed by a lot more celebrities, smaller celebrities, because of our endorsements.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, was it again through emailing them, or I mean, how did you guys approach all of these big celebrities?
So it was either mainly through emails or through Instagram DMs because it was a lot easier to just approach them.
Does I mean, Instagram DMs help you really helped you guys, because approaching these big celebrities and just I mean, just giving a DM to them, is it really helped you guys?
Yeah, so it wasn't very vague when you would send them a message. It would be like a long paragraph about our story, about our team identity, about how we're young girls, we're going to the world finals, and we would like an endorsement for them to support us. And eventually, some of them would understand and they would help us out.
And keeping in mind that we messaged almost 300 celebrities and like only 3 or 4 replied back.
I mean, you have to make great efforts at your end without expecting results, I guess. And you guys did again a fabulous job on that. No, I mean, no questions on that as well. So, Jasma, this question is for you. What is the most important thing you consider while manufacturing and designing your car? Since you are the manufacturing engineer, what's the inspiration behind making? What is the inspiration that you guys take, and how does that final product of car come out to be?
So I would say the overall car is very important, and it is one of the most important deliverables in the competition. So in terms of what is probably the most important and what we focused on more was the wheels and the entire system that supports them. So throughout our journey, we focused on obviously the aerodynamics and how we can get the drag down by doing virtual testing because of lockdown. But I think mainly we focused on the wheels and the wheel support system of the car. We had iterative prototyping throughout. So we had a problem based approach.
Exactly, like making prototypes, analyzing them, and again making a prototype and again analyzing them. I guess this was a trial and error method is something that you guys adapt to.
I think our most important goal was just making sure the car is legal. And after that was achieved, we then focused on speed.
Okay, first having all of these things in the frames that is given by the Formula One in schools. There's no violation that you guys are making, and then after that, that goal is achieved. Then you guys move forward to, the speed part of it and making it more aerodynamic. So, as you rightly told that. One of the most important deliverables in the competition is your racing car, right? So, my next question was just that what is the most important thing you guys consider is very important to win?
I think every single deliverable is extremely important. So, in order to win, we make sure that every deliverable matches the scorecards given. So, the scorecard is basically like your best friend throughout the competition. So, if you make sure all your deliverables match the scorecard, and then after that, you have to make sure you question what can we do better and how are we going to get benchmarked against other teams. So I think every deliverable is equally important, and if you have that strategy, it's going to be successful.
But still, if you are given that thing that all right, just tell me one thing that you personally think that this is the most important thing you consider that this should be something that would set you from winning or not winning the competition.
I think that would be the women in motorsports. So since we're a first team, that's what even our Instagram pages, our portfolios, everything we talk about is women in motorsports, because every team needs that one thing that's different about them, and we're an all girls team and we're the first from India. So
I guess I missed that on the research, I guess, while researching about you guys. So I got to know that Team Blaze is also the first girls team from India to participate. Amazing. This is a question that a lot of people want to ask to you guys. Is that how much is the contribution of your school helping you guys, or maybe anything that you guys have been doing? How the school has been helping you and supporting you?
So, so our school in the beginning was very supportive. In the regionals and nationals, we had great mentors. And we had good support, but during the world finals, it was slightly less because the lockdown and there were issues with everyone's health. So I think at the world finals part, we were kind of on our own, even though we did get support. We had to figure our own and get our own resources. So the school did have a great part in giving us the platform, but I think we worked more individually and with our team for the world finals.
yeah, and adding on, like in regionals and nationals, we did testing, like stuff like testing and everything within our school, but we couldn't do that because of lockdown. And one more issue we faced was in the beginning of October, our previous design engineer had left the team, and we were approached by many all girls teams to say that they could like help us out and everything, but obviously due to some issues within like the school, because the school couldn't make sure guarantee the safety of the other girls if we did go to world finals, so we weren't allowed to have them in our team, but that was all right because we got CO. And
Yeah, that's amazing. Samara, would you like to say something?
Yeah. So along with our design engineer, we lost one of our best mentors so far, and that was quite sad. It's okay now because we're still working really hard, and we've made a lot of progress since then. We have been given a new mentor who is still supporting us, but probably not as much because our last mentor was like very close with us and helped us on a personal level as well.
I mean, I guess we had a very long conversation. And lastly, to conclude, I'd like you guys to give your opinions on why kids between age 9 to 19 should enroll for Formula One in schools competition. And if they do, what they definitely would be gaining out of it. And if they do not, what would they miss on?
For me, I personally feel that children from 9 to 19, especially on the younger side, should definitely do F1 in school so they have an interest in STEM. And even if they do not have an interest in STEM, they get the exposure to understand what it is. Whether it's a girl or a boy, they should be able to get the experience and to know that they can do STEM no matter if you're a boy or if you're a girl. The learning you would get from it would definitely be on the from personally for me. I think things that people probably learn in college is what we've gained as 12-year-olds engineering our car and doing testings and using softwares. So I think you'll just be so in love with engineering if you're working on that side. And even if you're not, it's a broad competition. So I really suggest every 9 to 19-year-old to participate in F1 in schools because it's just an amazing platform.
so I think that it's, again, adding on to Jasmine, it's great exposure. And I feel like if you do F1 in schools, you'll gain so much knowledge, especially if you're interested in STEM. And it's just business. You learn business skills, marketing skills, sponsorship skills. And I think the most important thing is teamwork, because being with those 4 or 5 people for so long, you really understand the meaning of teamwork. And I mean, you'll never have problems in group projects again in school.
I'd like to say this is an absolutely amazing experience, first of all, because the amount of things that I've learned while I've been doing this is just absolutely insane. I've learned almost everything of this project because we've been changing roles since the beginning, and only during around the end of nationals and world finals was when we found our roles that we were going to be sticking with. And we definitely found our skill sets. And I really don't know what I would be doing right now if it weren't for F1 in schools. It is genuinely the most amazing thing I've done in my life. So I think everybody should do it.
You learn so much out of it, right? Be it working in a team, or be it gaining sponsorship, like how to approach sponsors, and how to deal with all of these kind of situations. That's just amazing to learn at this particular age. And I guess F1 School has done an amazing job creating such a curriculum, or creating such a competition where it tests all of the aspects of working in a team, and approaching and working as a professional, I guess, and working as a team, I guess. So definitely, by this we have come to an end of this wonderful yet insightful episode 5 with this amazing woman from Team Blaze. Till then, stay tuned to the Aquila View. I'm your host, Narayan, signing off.